In late 1941, the peaceful shores of the Philippines were shattered by the storm of war. Shortly after the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, Japanese forces swarmed the islands. They were a formidable, well-equipped army, and despite the incredible bravery of Filipino and American soldiers, the defenders found themselves overwhelmed, outnumbered and outgunned. They were pushed back, retreating into the rugged terrain of the Bataan Peninsula and the island fortress of Corregidor. The fight became a desperate struggle for survival against not just the enemy, but also hunger, rampant disease, and relentless bombardment. Leading the Allied forces in this dire situation was the charismatic and often controversial General Douglas MacArthur. As the strategic situation worsened, it became clear that the Philippines could not be held to prevent the capture of the top Allied commander in the region. President Franklin D. Roosevelt made a difficult decision. He ordered MacArthur to evacuate to Australia to organize and lead the future counteroffensive. In March 1942, under the cover of darkness, MacArthur slipped away. But before he left, he broadcast a simple, powerful message that would become a beacon of hope for a nation on the brink of occupation. He promised, "I shall return." For the next 2.5 years, the Philippines endured a brutal Japanese occupation. Life under military rule was harsh and unforgiving. The people faced severe food shortages, forced labor, and cruel punishments for any act of defiance. The vibrant culture of the islands was suppressed. But the Filipino spirit was never broken. Hope wasn't just a distant dream. It was an active rebellion. In the mountains and dense jungles, guerrilla fighters rose up. These brave men and women carried on the fight, conducting sabotage, gathering crucial intelligence, and tying down thousands of enemy troops. Their resistance was a constant thorn in the side of the occupiers and a vital link to the Allies, proving that the Philippines was far from conquered. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in Australia, General MacArthur was meticulously planning his comeback. He never forgot his promise. The Allied war machine, after turning the tide at battles like Midway and Guadalcanal, began the long, bloody journey back across the Pacific. This strategy, known as island hopping, involved capturing key islands, one by one, creating a chain of air bases and supply depots that stretched ever closer to the Philippines. Each victory, from New Guinea to the Marianas, was a step closer to fulfilling that famous pledge. The world watched as MacArthur's forces prepared for the ultimate showdown. Finally, in October 1944, the moment of destiny arrived. A massive American armada, one of the largest naval forces ever assembled, appeared on the horizon off the island of Leyte, the sky filled with the roar of planes, and the sea thundered with the sound of naval guns. The invasion had begun. Amidst the chaos of the landing, General MacArthur, true to his flair for the dramatic, waded ashore through the knee-deep surf. Cameras flashed, capturing an image that would be seen around the world, a symbol of a promise kept. Standing on that war-torn beach, he spoke into a radio microphone, his voice broadcast across the islands. "People of the Philippines, I have returned. By the grace of Almighty God, our forces stand again on Philippine soil. This was not the end of the war, but the beginning of a brutal campaign of liberation. The Battle of Leyte was ferocious, followed by the even more devastating fight for the capital, Manila. The city, once called the Pearl of the Orient, was reduced to rubble in one of the deadliest urban battles of the entire war. Filipino soldiers, both from the regular army and the guerrilla forces, fought with incredible valor alongside the Americans, driven by a fierce determination to reclaim their homeland. Slowly but surely, district by district, island by island, the Japanese forces were pushed back. By the middle of 1945, the Philippines was finally free. The war left deep, lasting scar cities in ruins and countless lives lost, but it also forged a powerful story of resilience, courage, and the unwavering spirit of the Filipino people. MacArthur's return remains an iconic moment in history, a testament to loyalty and a promise fulfilled after years of darkness and suffering. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the past. See you next time.